guys, and welcome to the Chosen League podcast, where fire sports content is the name of the game. I'm your host, Devon, and in today's episode, I'm going to be talking to you about Max Johnson. But before we get into all that, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload an episode. Let's get into it. Quarterback Max Johnson has entered the transfer portal, and guess what, guys? He's transferred to UNC. Yes, North Carolina. And honestly, with Max Johnson, it's been an up and down battle with him. He's that type of quarterback that's been showcasing his skills. You see a little bit here, you see a little bit there. We, if you watch his days in LSU, you honestly you've seen a lot of Max Johnson. The arm strength, the accuracy, the footwork, the the field vision. Those are a lot of his strengths. Like he was really showing out with LSU. And LSU Tigers, dominant team, successful team, have won championships. And looking at Max Johnson on that team, he had plenty of time in the pocket, and it was just like he had all day to throw the ball. And a lot of times he made smart decisions where he ran the ball, and he's not really much of a good runner. Like looking at where he is now, like the way he played in LSU versus playing with Texas A&M. He played 2 seasons with LSU and Texas A&M, but looking at the way he played with these teams, it was different. In LSU, he was on his way to stardom. He was a freshman. He was really balling out. He was really playing really well. Then you get to see him with Texas A&M. He has to battle for the starting spot as a quarterback. One of his games, which wasn't a really good game, was when Texas A&M played Arkansas. You really seen him struggle a bit in the pocket, the mobility in the pocket when defense is applying pressure. He stays in the pocket too long, and just doesn't he doesn't throw the ball away. If a receiver is not open, throw the ball away. That's something that Max Johnson didn't do. There's certain possessions and drives where he just held the ball and decided to take a sack. Just throw the ball away. And there were other times where he would wait to the last minute to run the ball. He doesn't really have good running ability, but in all honesty, his passing is what they need the most. Because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If one thing's working for you, then okay. But honestly, I feel like he's gonna develop his run game, his running ability a little bit more, because he's gonna have times where he can get a quarterback sneak. There were times where he had some good runs, but honestly, running, like I said before, his running ability isn't his strength. And looking at Max Johnson over the years, this year, his completion ratio 62.1%. He had 1,452 yards and 9 touchdowns. But looking at the fact that he's now a Tar Heel, he's with UNC, North Carolina. In this situation, North Carolina already did their homework on Max Johnson. They know what type of quarterback he is, and they know he's a playmaker. See, looking at Max Johnson, he is a playmaker. What he did in LSU and a little bit of what you've seen what he did in Texas A&M with the Aggies, he's a playmaker. He's the guy that you want when it comes to crunch time and you need a play. Let's say it's a third down situation and you're down by 5 and it's 3 minutes and 15 seconds in the fourth quarter. He got plenty of time to get his team back in the game and win. Now with the North Carolina on the other hand, their quarterback Drake May, who's entering the NFL draft, I can understand that because that was their best quarterback, and now he's entering the NFL draft. So he's making his way out, and Max Johnson's making his way in. Plus, he has the eligibility to play 2 more years, and he's gonna honestly. I'm looking forward to see what Max Johnson is going to do in North Carolina. He's he's gonna make an impact. He's going to be that quarterback that they need because looking at the players that they have for North Carolina, you have a Marion Hampton, their running back. He's a junior. You have Devontae Walker. You have J.J. Jones, Bryson Nesbitt, who's a tight end, Nate McCollum. All these guys are wide receivers. Most of these men I've mentioned, these players I've mentioned, are receivers. They have one tight end, and you have of running back. But most of these guys are going to be gone because they're in their junior year, leading up to their senior year. So either these guys leave after this year, or they play one more year, or whatever the case may be in their scenario, in their situation. But honestly, let me know in the comment section what do you guys think about Max Johnson? What what do you expect from him moving forward in his collegiate career? Because honestly, he has been making things happen, especially in LSU. I mean, honestly, he's had a hard time with Texas A&M battling for the starting quarterback spot, and then not getting it at one point, and then getting to the point where he got the starting spot, and he was able to display and showcase his skills and his talents and his ability to make things happen. But honestly, I would have to say the best days was it with LSU. But let me know in the comment section, what do you expect from Max Johnson with playing with North Carolina, and what what can he do to upgrade, elevate himself into being that impactful player that he is known for today? Or what are some things he can do that can help North Carolina moving forward? But in all honesty, Max Johnson with North Carolina, with these players I've mentioned, Amarion Hampton, Nate McCollum, J.J. Jones. I mean, do you know the chemistry he has to build with these players? And that's another thing. You have to have that chemistry with your teammates, because if you don't have that chemistry and that chemistry with your teammates and that communication, your game plan that you basically set, you're gonna go in without a game plan. And even if you do have a game plan, it's not gonna be effective because you're not really you're not really communicating. So with Max Johnson in the picture, with Amarion Hampton, Devontae Walker, and all these players, like, honestly, this I honestly believe North Carolina believes in this guy, Max Johnson. They seen what he can do, and honestly, he's gonna be successful with North Carolina. But once again, hit that comment section. Let me know what you guys think. That is all for today's episode. Once again, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload an episode. I'm Devin, and I'm signing off. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show.